What's up, everybody? Today we're having the pleasure of interviewing a capoeirista for personal training with mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu experience, and of course, obviously capoeira. And he's also in charge of the classes of the group Capoeira Experience Brasil in Calgary, Canada. And I'm very, very, very happy to introduce you to Instructor Suasuna. How's it
Thank you
going,
so much.
man?
Good. How are you, man? Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, man. Capoeira, man. Everything for capoeira. We gotta bring capoeira together.
100%, man. 100%.
Yes, yes. So let's start from the beginning, from day one of when you saw capoeira for the first time. Tell me a little bit of your story.
So, I'm originally from Russia. I immigrated when I was a kid to
Okay.
Israel, and capoeira is very big in Israel. It's huge, huge, huge. Like every city has capoeira in Israel. And when I was 13, I started training in 2002 in a city called Eilat. It's a very hot city. Kind of looks like Brazil. It's
Okay.
a resort. And I actually had the opportunity to start with a teacher when we moved to that city. So before that, there was no capoeira there. And
Okay.
when the teacher moved at that time was Monitor Nimi. Now he's a mestre. But
Nice.
at that time, he moved to the city and started training. So I was one of the first students. And a few years after that, I moved to Canada and continued capoeira in Canada. But I started originally in Israel under Grupo Cordal de Ouro.
Nice, nice. And then you move to when do you move to Canada?
Yeah, so I moved to Canada in 2005.
Okay.
And from 2005 to 2007, I was training by myself. I was teaching some classes in my high school. I was just a high school student. And
Okay.
at that point, I was 16, 17 years old. I was trying to see how I can grow capoeira. I was like, calling some community centers, and nobody wanted to talk to me. I was 16, 17 years old. And so I decided to go and check out some of the groups in Calgary that already existed.
Okay.
And I went into a group Washe Brasil, and at that time it was Professor Superhome was teaching in there,
Nice.
and we clicked, and I just stuck around since then, 2007 till now. I've been in Washe Brazil since I moved to Canada.
Oh, that's really cool, right? Like I think it's like any town where capoeira is not really known. It's like capoeira, man. Like, what are you talking about? I don't, I don't know. When you,
It's the whole job, right? The whole job is to spread capoeira awareness. People, it's difficult when people don't even know what it is.
yeah,
And how is that a dance? What
yeah,
is that,
yeah.
right? Where you go to countries that is very developed, like in Israel, you don't have to tell nobody what's capoeira because it's in
Wow,
every
that's
high
crazy.
school, in every kindergarten. They're teaching it. It's nuts.
Wow.
There's postings, jobs postings for capoeira instructors.
Oh,
How
wow.
crazy is that?
I didn't know that.
Crazy, man. So it's a very difficult in Canada. Very different here. We have to hustle. We have to go and do demonstrations everywhere, spread
Yeah,
capoeira and show and teach people what it is because it's not known.
yeah, yeah. Same. When I talk to people, I was like, "Wow, capoeira. Oh, is that the one that looks like dancing?" I was like, "Yeah."
Come
but
dance, come dance.
yeah, yeah. But that was see, every single time happens. It's like, oh yeah, it's like a dancing, but I got a tooth broken. you know? Yeah. And all right. So, and for the following question, and I really like your name because it's really, I think it's cool. I like all the nicknames. But how do you get yours? The Suasuna.
Yeah. So I came, as I said, from Grupo Cordal de Ouro, and
Okay.
I started when I was 13. So at 13 years old, you're looking for who you are as a
Yeah.
human being, as a teenager. What are you going to do? And luckily, I was able to start capoeira and live that life as a
Nice.
kid, as a teenager. And when I moved to Canada, all I knew was Cordal de Ouro, so the
Yeah.
Latãozinho, it's very specific training. And when I moved to Canada, the groups here are actually most of them from Recife,
Okay.
and the capoeira from Recife is very different. It's a little bit, they play lots of Benguela, lots of regional.
Yeah.
So the capoeira is very different. So when I came and I was playing all the rodas and everything, and all the songs I was singing, I said,
Yeah.
this is Suasuna, Suasuna.
Yeah.
So they slowly started calling me Suasuna. And then online, some people would just call me Sua for
Yeah.
short, but that's what I call me. My friends call me Sua in
So
Capoeira.
yeah. So
Suasuna, yeah,
that's pretty much how like the community knows us as Sua.
yeah, Suasuna,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, have ever people tell you like, oh, you like Suasuna's kid or something? Because they call you Suasuna.
yeah. No, it's funny. Some people. I've been to one situation when somebody, like a high level person,
Okay.
wasn't happy. It was, oh, you shouldn't be called by a different master's name. But everybody has their own opinion,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Of
I think
course.
it's my name, so I just go and try my best to spread
Yeah.
capoeira
Uh,
and live the lifestyle. That's all I can do, man.
yeah. Yeah. As long as you're happy, I think that's what matters.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And how or what benefits do you feel right now, or what benefits since you were started capoeira until now? You think, okay, capoeira's changed this in my life. What do you think is those benefits that capoeira have brought to your life?
Yeah. Well, the biggest benefit I think for most people is the community that you get, right? You instantly receive so many friends, right? We're
Yeah.
13 years old, and to tell, as an immigrant from Russia to live in Israel, like lots of bullying, lots of joking all the time.
Yeah.
And then you go into capoeira and everybody's super cool, treat you like family.
Yeah.
You gain like 40 people that your friends, that you see them,
Yeah.
you train, you jump on the grass, and
Yeah.
it's an amazing, right? So just like the fact that you just find a new community, and you find yourself as a human being, and then you have a direction in life for the rest of your life. When I started capoeira, after probably a year, I knew I want to do this for the rest of my life. Some
Same.
people, they're not sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure if some students come to you and they're training for a couple of years, but you're not sure about them because they're not sure about themselves. But
Yeah.
man, after 1 year, I knew I want to be capoeirista no matter what for the rest of my life. So just the direction, the constant training. Some people, they train capoeira for many years, but they don't train much, right? They train here and
Yeah.
there. I believe in like consistency. You gotta
Yeah. Of
train
course.
3, 4, 5 times a week minimum in order to be like a top good capoeirista and maintain. So just a lifestyle of full of training and happiness, of
Yeah.
music, of friends,
Yeah. The
uh,
energy.
us sharing
Yeah.
ideas, going to different places, batizados, parties of like ideas and knowledge, and
Yeah.
it's just amazing, brother. So I can't even stop talking about how many benefits.
Yeah. Same.
In my life is just, I don't know what I would be without capoeira. I
Yeah.
don't know. I love fitness, I love MMA, I love all these things, but nothing is like capoeira. Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the same when I explain to people why I have these many years doing capoeira. I'm like, I don't know, me. It's just like different. Like when you come to class, it's just like you switch your mind to like, okay, I'm in capoeira, and it just feels good to be in capoeira. And even when you leave your class, you're just like, oh, that was good. That was even when you usually happen on the capoeira years when it's like, I my class was okay, or like as a student, like
Yeah.
not I didn't feel too good in class or anything. But even after when those stuff happen, you still feel good.
100%, 100%. And just the fact, like the transition, right, between a student to a teacher in
Yeah,
your community, in your group, it's
yeah,
it's an amazing experience, right? Because you go from like benefiting and from capoeira and eating and all that kind of stuff to now feeding it to other
yeah,
people, spreading and having like life change in front of your eyes, right? So
yeah,
like not just you change your own life, you change other people around you. And man, this is such a
yeah,
good man. And I know you're into personal training. It feels even better than that, but it's sort of relative, right? When you change a client's life, you help
yeah,
them drop weight, or you help somebody who comes into your class of capoeira and they used to do lots of drugs, they used to be fat, they used to
yeah.
fight a lot, whatever it is, depressed, and now they're capoeirista, they're playing music, they're
You see them
singing different
jumpy.
language, crazy,
Yeah, yeah,
nuts,
yeah.
man.
And on past interviews, I talk to people like doesn't matter what kind of language you speak, if you don't communicate, but once you come to the Hoda, everyone speak the same language.
Exactly.
And is I don't know, is we can talk about this all day. And man, it's just like I love capoeira, and it's something that is very hard to explain.
It's very hard to explain, and it makes it very hard art to like teach to people, because people get impatient too because there's so much
Yes.
information, right?
Yeah.
People say, "Oh, how quick can I be like a master?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, man,
I don't know.
I've been training for like 17 years. I've been like going to batizados, this and that, and you know what I mean. Like, don't worry
Yeah.
about the master, don't worry about the belt.
Yeah.
Train, be the best you can be, enjoy your capoeira journey,
Yeah.
and when you're gonna become a master, you're gonna become a master. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But
And
there's
I
so many
just,
aspects: the music, the training, like the movements. It's just so many things. Like just instruments. Some people get good at drums, good at the
yeah.
berimbau. Good. Every certain person has their own unique thing that they bring something special to the capoeira community, and
Oh, oh yeah.
put all that together is just an amazing energy, man. Get
Yeah. Yeah.
excited, man.
See, yeah. And it's the same when I talk to people who are or starting or they have like just like couple years and they're like, oh, well, I kind of like twist my ankle. I can do capoeira right now. I was like, oh, yes, you can. You just come to class, play the pandero or play the tabaque or play the berimbau. You're still doing capoeira. Or come sing the roda, share your energy in there and like start like sing with us and do the claps with us. And you're still doing capoeira with us. You don't
100%.
have to jump or you don't have to do the movements. You're still doing capoeira with us.
100%. And we have one guy in our group. He tore his knee, his ACL, and he was out
Oh,
for a year or something. Shout out to Guerrero.
yes.
But he, was there training music. His music like improved so much in 1 year.
Awesome. Good
All the
job.
instruments, everything, because it doesn't stop. Uh, it's a lifestyle, right? So you cannot
Yeah.
stop. Whether he's injured, man, you can walk on your hands if you cannot
Yeah.
walk on your legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're
So
still learning even out of the class. Like right now, I'm learning. Like, and it's awesome. Capoeira is beautiful, man.
100%, bro. And
Yeah.
with that, having so much access to online information nowadays with the internet is a
Yes.
different time since when we started. When we
Yeah.
started, there was like only the strong.
Yeah.
That's the way you're referencing, right?
Yeah.
Now you put on YouTube or Instagram, wherever, and you
Anyone.
get to watch guys like Gugu, like Shushu,
Yeah.
like all those crazy guys, and it's just an amazing opportunity to learn,
Yeah.
and so much easier and accessible right in your fingertips, man. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And that comes to the point that now that you mentioned that technology and all that, that I want to use technology for us. To like for this. Like I never saw you in person before, but these help us to connect people, and now with the podcast stuff, online videos and anything, I feel like we can make even more improvement and help our community, help even people that we don't even know.
100%, bro.
And capoeira, we have capoeira online and we have capoeira offline. So we're gonna put capoeira everywhere, man. And I think that's everyone's job, and all of us, even this from the student up to the master.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And if you think about how we used to learn back in the days, is
Oh,
either in your class,
yeah.
or once in a while, if you go to some other batizado in a different group, you take some workshops, and that's it,
Yeah.
right? That's all your information that you can gain. It's either your events, then you bring people, or you go to other places. But now is the online. It's pretty much
Yeah.
like having event 24/7.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
where we're like able to watch Red Bull Paranauê like
Yeah.
online as a
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
How
Exactly.
crazy is that? And all those amazing like batizados, amazing rodas. Like in any country, you type capoeira this, capoeira that, a
You are
country,
gonna find it.
you'll find like 30 minutes of
Yeah.
batizado crazy roda. You learn from that. Like there's workshops of Angoleros. If you're like, oh, I want
Yeah.
to teach Angola, let me search some information about Angola so I have a good class.
Yeah.
Boom,
Yeah.
everything is in front of your fingertips. So it's
Yeah.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Is the technology is awesome, and I think we should take advantage of this. And I don't know, man. It's hard, man. It's hard to explain how excited I get. You know what I mean?
100%. And technology moves so fast too, right?
Yeah.
Because you know Facebook was the thing, then it becomes Instagram. Everybody jump on Instagram. I jump on Instagram so late. After everybody, I was like,
See.
I'm not gonna jump to Instagram. And then I did jump on Instagram. It's like, okay, that's cool. There's so much information on there for capoeiristas. Then YouTube, there's tons, right? So it's always moving. And now it's podcast. There's different
Yeah.
things. It's amazing. So we have to keep up, right? Because if you want to be a good capoeirista, you have to stay up to date. You have to know the songs that are cool right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
How are you gonna
Exactly.
learn that? unless you travel. Otherwise,
Yeah,
be
now
online
it's no excuse
searching.
now.
That's the only way, man.
Yeah, because I remember when I started I started in 2001, and YouTube wasn't around.
Yeah,
At least not yet. I'm from Venezuela, and YouTube wasn't around there on that time. But like came around like couple of years later, and I remember my friends. They were like, "Oh man, is this thing called YouTube that we can watch?" I saw some capoeira stuff there.
yeah,
Then we all of us together on a computer try to like watch, like read the movements, and be like, "Oh, okay, we can try to do this. Let's try to do it later." Then we went to a grass or park, any park. Oh, remember the video, and we started from there.
crazy.
Is yeah, when YouTube was like 2 3 minutes long.
Yeah, yeah. The quality was like so bad.
Yeah, yeah,
But it was crazy because that's the that was the access to see like Brazil, right? Like no matter for us people that train in a different country than
hmm
Brazil, that's the only way to see a glimpse, right? Especially as
yeah,
kids, we're not gonna travel to Brazil, 13 years
yeah,
old. Oh, I just
exactly.
start capoeira. I can't just afford or be able to do that. So boom, you have YouTube in front of you. You see the harda, you see the training, you see the jumps, and it makes you realize that anything is possible. It's only
Oh
in our
yeah,
mind. No matter where you're from, you can do this. You just have to put passion, love, and research.
yeah,
So much easier to do research now. You need
yeah,
the guidance from the community offline. You
yeah.
need like your master, you need your
The
teachers around.
hardas.
That's amazing influence. But online is another 50% of the game, pretty much. Especially for us, people that live kind of in a different little spot and
Yeah,
running most of the classes it's difficult, so
it
we
is.
have to
Yeah,
be connected to the world of capoeira, plugged
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. And I, like we said before, it's no excuse to say like, oh, I don't know things. Like like I mean, you can or talk or go ask,
Yeah,
or you have internet too. It's just no excuse to not know something.
100%. I'll give you an example, right, how amazing the internet and capoeira is, right? The song in Contramesh and Rafael CD, ai meu joelho,
Yeah,
ai meu joelho, din, din,
yeah.
sounds like trying to research what's Jinjian. I don't know what Jinjian. I asked a couple people, nobody could tell me. So I was
Okay,
like, okay, I'm gonna ask somebody who knows. So I messaged a Facebook friend, right, Mesh Jamaica from Utah. He's like,
okay.
Mesh, do you know what Jinjian is? And man, the guy gave me like 5 minutes of explanation about everything I wanted to know beyond, and
Wow.
amazing, right? Like in
Awesome.
1 second, I understood what the song was about and all that kind of stuff. So it's amazing, right? Because you think, oh,
Yeah.
it's my knees hurt, but it's actually Jinjiang. That's what they used to call like the slave masters. It's kind of like a godmother. So the slaves, their knees hurting, so they're saying, "I may joelho, I'm on my knees. My knees are hurting." It's not that
That's
my knees
awesome.
hurting because I heard it doing capoeira,
Yeah.
right? So all that explanation that gives in context, like man, it's amazing because now I can do that. 2 seconds, a message
Yeah.
can explain to me. I can go to my class. I can explain to people why we
Yeah.
sing a song and what it means, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a,
Exactly. You get all the
it's,
data.
it's a process, but it
It's
has to be done.
yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But that's the thing. Like you commit to like try to find the answer. Then you found the answer through the internet. Is awesome. And now for the next question, the so like us for example, and we're doing capoeira in a small towns, and or where is not a lot of capoeira at least around. How do you keep the your self motivation or your self motivated to train and teach?
Yeah. Well, I think it's very healthy to have like a community. It could be even on WhatsApp or whatever.
Yeah.
So I have a little WhatsApp group with like my master, with all the teachers in our group, and all
Okay.
the guys all the time. Every day you get different videos of people training. It's like, oh, I did today 1,000 kicks. I did today this. I did
Nice.
today that. All the time. So you almost feel like accountable to like
Yeah.
always train, always put some videos that you're training because
Yeah.
we're all in different towns, and the only way to connect is that, right? So that's one way, is just to have to be accountable, whether it's for people to be like, I want to put a nice Instagram capoeira videos
Yeah.
once, twice a week, so people commit to that or whatever. I try to do things like that. I go to the gym, I start working out, lifting weights.
Yeah.
I'm listening to capoeira music.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
halfway
Same.
through, I was like, okay, I'm done. I re-rack the bench, go to the squash courts, do some kicks, do some
Yeah.
movement. It's crazy. But I think when you're excited, you're passionate, and you feel committed to teach your students good
Yeah.
information, then you have to be committed. You have to be training outside of class because I think in towns that there's not much capoeira, we have to hustle way more. We have to teach more classes in different areas of the town, and that leaves us less time to train and
Yeah.
like really focus on what we need as teachers. How do we
Yeah.
grow specific skills? So it's very important to set those sessions aside, like whether it's after class, before class. It's like, what do I need as a teacher? I need to improve my bananera. Okay, I gotta work on that. Or I need to improve this, improve that. So it's
Yeah.
important to have that off training outside of what you teach in class. Because when you teach, you just teach. But
Yeah. Exactly.
you have to teach yourself as well and experiment. So that's a great time. So those things are the best, man. When you're committed to engage on online and post some cool stuff. I think every capoeirista should post something because
Yeah.
you're learning by posting. You get some feedback, or maybe you show some good information and you teach somebody something new. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
amazing. And the more people put their stuff on the internet, the bigger the capoeira community gets. And people are gonna see, oh, there's lots of people posting about capoeira in my city. I should go check it out, right?
Yeah.
Versus
Exactly.
like three, you go to the website and it's like a picture of three capoeiristas standing there because we have small classes and that, right? We don't want
Yeah.
that. We want to grow. So it's
Yeah.
amazing
Exactly.
to encourage people to train outside of the class, post all these things. That's the way. That's the way.
Yeah. Yeah. To try to motivate yourself to post those videos and be like, okay, I gotta do this better. I'm gonna post it.
100%. And when you post,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
accountability because you're not gonna post dog shit, right? If it's not good, you're
Yeah.
not gonna post it. We're the
Yeah.
most critical of ourselves. So therefore, when you film me, like, I want to do good. I want to do the
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
best I can. So it's amazing. It pushes us to perform better.
Yeah. That's true.
We challenge ourselves, experiment. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's completely true. And you also you came to the point, or like actually lead to the next question, which is like you gotta explore more your city, right? For to teach capoeira and all the stuff. How is the public in Calgary reacting to capoeira? You think like they accepting the art?
Yeah. So I think in Canada is a very, very like multicultural country. So in theory, it should go
Okay.
very good. And it should spread easy and whatnot. But I think in Canada, a lot of people love hockey and
Okay.
they love like skiing, this kind of stuff, winter sports, and
Yeah.
it's tough for people to really like get into something so exotic and so different as the capoeira, right? So the public when they see the demos, they're amazed. They're like, "Oh my god!" But the people like they don't feel, oh, I want to go and try this and be like that, right? They
Yeah.
enjoy the show, but it's a very specific people, right? Capoeira Mishama, right? Like capoeira is calling specific people
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
And if capoeira called you, then you're lucky and you're in. But you can perform to 1,000 people, and nobody will come from that demonstration to you, right? So the public
Yeah.
is it's tough to assess how the public accepts. I'm from Russia, and in Russia there's a
Yeah.
big culture for martial arts. So
Okay.
last year I went to Russia like for capoeira training there,
Oh,
and
nice.
it was amazing how big things are. There was an event of Mecha Cueca from Cordar de Ouro, and the event was about 1,000 people. Right, so when you
Wow,
think
that's
about
amazing.
1,000 people doing capoeira, can you
From all
imagine
around the world, right?
all around the world? Can you imagine how many
Nice.
instructors, professors, all that? The horders were crazy, right? So
Nice.
and you see that, and you're like, I want to make that in Canada,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
exactly.
so
Yeah.
tough because the culture is a bit different.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so it's gonna be a journey of like how to let the public eat slowly capoeira. What is capoeira? You show them, you advertise, you try like do free classes, whatever you do. Yeah, that's what I try to do. Like I try to make the public aware of what capoeira is, and to try it as well, because unless you try it, it's very tough to understand what it is. And the biggest thing is for people to try it. It's hard to make people try.
Yeah, yeah. And do you use advertising? Like, do you use social media for advertise?
I try. You know, we are new to this stuff. You know, we're old school. We just like trying to revamp our stuff and try to do some
Okay.
social media. But you know, the best thing is word of mouth. The best thing is people bringing their families, people
Yeah,
bringing their people that are close to them, friends, and then the community gets bigger with with the right people. So it's
yeah,
amazing that way, because when you advertise too much, you get different kind of people, and depending on what kind of things you advertise and the deals, you get different sorts of people that might not would have came. And it's good thing and it's a bad thing. It depends. I don't know.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
complicated,
yeah, yeah. And
but we use it.
it's a pretty good way to at least spread out or use technology for it, like to like have more people be aware of capoeira, even if they are not gonna try, at least to like be aware of the capoeira is there.
Yeah, yeah. Because one day they might be aware of that, and then 6 years later they have a kid, and then oh yeah, no
Yeah,
capoeira. I'm gonna
exactly.
send my kid to capoeira.
Yeah, yeah.
So
When
the more
because
knowledge, the better.
yeah, yeah. Plus, today I feel like people are like, I'm kind of shy to try, and they see it and they like, I want to try, but I'm kind of shy. And then another friend come and like be like, oh, dude, I saw this thing online. Let's go try. And like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. And another interesting thing that I saw a very big difference in Canada versus, let's say, Israel when I was doing capoeira is
Okay.
that the age that the people start capoeira is very different. In Canada, it seems to be like people start late 20s,
Oh wow, really?
early 30s, even, where in Israel was different. It was in Russia, it's different. I see like people kind of become raised from kids. Lots of kids become capoeiristas later on, right? So I think that's also the future for us is really to focus on developing our kids classes, because
Yeah,
we're in small spots like that, like a small capoeira spots like we're living at. People are
yeah,
not just gonna walk and run into our door. We have to create those capoeiristas from scratch, right? So I
yeah.
think that the kids is the future too. And my daughter, she's 6, and she's been
Okay.
training for 2 years now.
Oh,
And man, she's
nice,
great. She does head spins, she does head slides, she does crazy stuff.
nice. You're
And
gonna
it
be
just shows you, yeah, it
you're
just
gonna
shows
have
you.
her doing
I
backwards on
have
the
her,
the stage.
yeah. Capoeira chose her, man. Capoeira chose her.
Yeah. Like, come on.
So exactly. So I'll
That's
send you
awesome.
some videos after. It's amazing, man, to see her do the stuff that she does. But it just shows you that if we invest in the kids, in
Yeah.
15, 10 years, we're gonna have the best classes in the world. We just have to
Oh
uh,
yeah.
put the seeds now and water them for many years with the best
Yeah.
quality water we can find.
Yeah. I know one of those days you're gonna have a huge ass palm where you can like sit down and have a shade.
100%, brother. 100%.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean that takes time and takes uh, uh, persistence. Because sometimes I don't know if that happened to you at the beginning, but at the beginning when I started teaching here, was like, man, it's just like hard because there's no capoeira around, and like you have two people, and it's takes time, You just gotta be patient,
100%, man. It could be very demotivating coming to class, and
even
you
to
like
try to
full
train
of
yourself.
energy in your heart. You listen
Yeah,
to capoeira music, some live Hoda, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna sing this song
yeah,
in the Hoda today. And you show up to classes like 2, 3 people, and they're
yeah,
like
yeah,
tired and stuff. And it's like, damn. But you
yeah,
know what? At least I think they came to train. You know what I mean? They're the ones that
yeah.
showed up, so I can't be sad about
No
nothing,
having,
because they
yeah,
came to train. They investing their time. They believe in us. So
yeah,
these 3 people, 2 people, we're gonna give them the best class they can, because in 5 years they'll be something. They'll be our helpers, right? They'll
yeah,
be our,
yeah,
our right hands. So
yeah.
it's
Because
all
it
good.
because is how I tell my wife when she comes because she trains with me, and
Nice.
it's just
Me too.
for example, the what?
Me too. My wife too, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like come on, you are training with me. So like when I bring her, uh, I just be like, well, it's not a lot of people, but that can give me the opportunity to be one on one, so I
100%.
can be more direct to you, and I can try to tell you a little bit more details because I don't gotta teach basic to another person the stuff that you already know. So let's go over a little bit the basic, then we go harder.
Exactly. And think about like in our other profession, right? We're personal trainers. We get paid like a lot more money one on one to go work with somebody. Here in Capoeira, we
Yeah.
usually pay money to teach somebody because we gotta pay for the space and this and that. But it's all good, man. Like as long as the people want to receive the information, want to train hard, and
Yeah,
you're ready
yeah,
to give them the information, you're ready to give them the energy, and
yeah,
that is an amazing kind of give and take relationship that could be a one-on-one, two-on-one, 20 on one, doesn't matter. If the right people come to train, it's amazing.
yeah, yeah. It is the energy is way different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you have any kind of project going on right now? Like any project or program that you have for capoeira?
Well, I'm hoping to start setting up some YouTube stuff.
Okay,
I had a bodybuilding like YouTube channel. I tried to run for a couple of years, and then
nice.
I kind of went away from that. I got bored from just like bodybuilding. So I started
Yeah.
doing more calisthenics and things like that.
Okay.
And then I kind of stopped that channel. But eventually, I might try to go back and sort of adjust some of the videos and make it like fitness in capoeira, and then
Nice.
start pumping some stuff there. But I mean, we have our YouTube channel of our group, Capoeira Brazil Calgary. That I post like big horas from our bazados and different things like that. So I try to do that, and I try to do the Instagram thing. Like that's my project. Like everything I post there, like 98% is capoeira related stuff that I try to share with people, and people can learn or give me feedback or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that's sort of my projects for now, like online type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's awesome. And so is that the only project that you have? You don't have any project with schools
Oh,
or
okay, I see what you mean, like
yeah,
project.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, like even physically. So
yeah, yeah.
we teach in our academy. We sort of rent space. We do little projects here and there with like, let's say, children's hospital, like cancer foundations, like
Okay.
stuff like that,
Oh,
like
that's awesome.
free different like volunteering things like that. Like with like low income kind of families sometimes.
Okay.
So we do here and there, but we're focusing on hopefully moving to a new spot in the next year or so,
Nice.
and then like kind of semi academy. Might not be like full 100% capoeira academy. Might be like a studio that we want to sort of be in charge of rather than just rent per hour. And then
Okay.
hopefully once we have our own spot 24/7, we can create a lot more projects and different kind of cool things that we can have in our spot and have people come in.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think that the I heard a lot about people that they have their own studio is so much better because they have their own time. They can say, well, we're gonna have 10 classes per week, and I think that's the way to go. I haven't get there yet, but eventually we'll get there
Yeah,
too.
yeah. That's I think that's a good goal to have, like for people like us. People that because we can make it whatever we want, right? It could be
Yeah,
a studio. You could rent it out to other like artists as well if needed. You can have a little like fitness stuff going on the
yeah,
side.
exactly.
It's amazing,
Yoga
right?
stuff, yoga.
Yeah, you just come and do your thing. You know your element.
Yeah.
Your people are all the time around. Like it's amazing setup. So like it's a good goal to have. I think to strive
Oh
for
yeah. Oh
because
yeah, yeah. I
once
believe too.
once you have a 24/7 spot, like you can be like, I just want to go train, so you just go and train. Because right
Yeah,
now
yeah, exactly.
we can't really do that 100%. You have to go to a gym, the squash court, something. It's not perfect, right? But when
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
a spot, you go, you put your music, amazing,
The
brother.
music as loud as you want, and you're like,
Exactly.
ah, I don't care,
Exactly.
man. I'm just gonna train.
Invite whoever you want, like
Yeah,
have
exactly.
unplanned sessions, have like seminars. I think about even organizing events.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, oh yeah,
Organizing an event, you have to figure out where you're gonna rent the space and all that kind of stuff. Imagine
yeah,
having space, you don't need to pay like nobody and book anything. It's just your own spot, right? It's like, amazing and
yeah,
convenient.
yeah, yeah. It is, and
One day, brother, one day,
yes, yes. One day I'll be like, hey man, you wanna come to my class?
100%, brother, 100%.
Yes,
I'll be there, man.
yes. And do you have any batches out coming soon?
our batizado is scheduled for August 3rd till the 6th, so it's just in the summer.
Nice. Okay.
But
Yeah, no
we
snow
have
around.
yeah, yeah. So it should be hot, and so we have lots of time still to prepare for that. But we have a little encounter happening next weekend. Like we have brought a bunch of teachers to come teach workshops, and so it's not a batizado, but just a mini event, just an excuse to make do capoeira and have good energy, have big
Yeah.
audience, right? Because I think people like us would just look for excuses to do those kind of things.
Yeah, yeah, we
Oh
definitely do.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's do a workshop weekend. Oh, let's bring a couple teachers. Oh, let's bring even more. Oh, okay, now it's an encounter. It's like, okay, I
Yeah.
guess it's an encounter. It's amazing,
Yeah.
man. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
no, same.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you'll be like, oh, well, I guess this weekend is more capoeira.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think in our case scenario, the biggest thing is for our to work with our students and to educate them on wanting to be there, wanting to come, wanting to support the events, right? Because sometimes, oh, it's my dad's birthday. It's my like, no,
Yeah.
man, you have
Come
to
on,
come,
capoeira
man.
is
This is
better, man.
capoeira, man. Like, okay, go to the birthday earlier and leave earlier, whatever it is. You gotta
Yeah.
gotta be to the class, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Like,
So that's the
yeah, come
next
on, man. You
challenge.
see your dad every day.
Yeah, because at this point, it's easier to like get teachers and fly out awesome, great teachers to make a good event. Now it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
pack this place somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, when you leave, you feel good. Like we talk, like the energy is really good, and you meet more people, you make more friends. Is
It's amazing. It's
yeah,
amazing because also like exactly like the relationships, all the connections. Like you play with people in a hard, no matter what the game is, and you hug in the end. You go after, you talk, you eat together, share some ideas. Like, oh
yeah,
wait,
yeah,
from how do you start capoeira? Having a podcast just like one on one,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right? Like
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
can have
exactly.
that. You can have that like all the time, and the more you do
Yeah,
that with different people, different capoeiristas, the more you learn. So it's amazing.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
So I
Exactly.
think I always encourage all my like students, especially like, once they feel a little bit more comfortable to go to different places, to do it, man. If they have a vacation coming up, check what kind of capoeira they have there, and to go and train in different places when they're traveling, because it's amazing to meet all those people in different events and different share energy, share ideas.
Oh
I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah.
amazing. It's a must.
Yeah, yeah. And because I miss so many people, man. I'm pretty sure you too, but I miss so many people just going to festivals and be like, oh, let's change Facebook when Instagram wasn't
Yeah.
around. We exchange Facebook. What is your Facebook? Okay, let me add you. And man, when you see you have like 3,000 people and 99% is capoeira.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it gets ridiculous because you're posting all I post is capoeira stuff, and then
yeah,
I'm man, like all these random people that don't care about capoeira must be like so annoyed by me. All I post is capoeira stuff, but it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's what I do. What can I do, man?
yeah. Exactly. That's what I like, man.
It's your lifestyle. You just
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
live how it is, man.
Yeah, and so now for kind of like finishing, um, what kind of advice would you give to all those people that are just starting with 1 month or just starting capoeira to 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 capoeira? You know what I mean? What kind of advice would you give to them?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a little bit different with advice from 1 month to capoeira to a few years into capoeira, but
Yeah,
overall is find the right people around you if you can, like the right teachers, the right mestre, the right connection, and try to get as much knowledge as you can. It's important to have that guidance coming out, from your group, from your all the philosophy that is coming down,
yeah,
because that's what you will be learning and eventually passing on. So kind of stick to the process, train, respect, try to travel with
yeah,
capoeira, so you get different tastes from different people, meet different people, so when you have events you can then call these people or go visit them and have that community once you become more of a teacher and whatnot. But this pretty much the biggest thing is to just be consistent with the training. Don't lie to
yeah,
yourself. Don't tell yourself I've been training for 20 years and you train like 3 times a year. Like
yeah,
be there, like support your teacher, support your academy, support the students that are training beside you, uh, and don't compete with them, right? Like try to bring everybody
yeah,
up.
yeah,
because the better your training partners become, the better you they will push you and you'll become.
That's
So
true. That's
just
completely true.
make a good water your grass. Make a good grass. Make sure don't look
Yeah,
at the grass on the other side because it always looks greener. Just water the grass as much as you can. Have something amazing
yeah.
and something that is fun to go to and you love going and you love seeing all the people and you love training and you love staying healthy. So that's my biggest advice.
Nice, nice. I
What do
like
you
that.
think? What do you think?
Well,
What what would you recommend to somebody who just let's say started first 6 months?
uh, the thing is like how what I tell my students when they start is like try to avoid the I can't, because usually a lot of people, no, I can't do that aside, or no, I can do that aside. Like, no, man, just try from the beginning, from try to break it down and see how you can do it easier for you, because you never know what you are gonna be doing here to 3 years if you
Exactly.
don't start. And once you start getting to the point where you start playing more and learning more stuff, start traveling, because capoeira is about experience. And if you don't play in the hall, if you don't try, if you don't train, if you don't travel, you're not gonna get that experience. You just your little bubble where just playing with the same people and listening to the same people, same
It's
music stuff.
comfortable.
Yeah, you get used to that.
Yeah, it's too
Then when you
comfortable.
travel outside, you go and you get like, well, I didn't know this stuff. It's like, well, you gotta step a little bit out of your your nest, you know.
Yeah,
And I will say the I don't want to say the best advice for someone starting, but at least from my perspective, the best stuff that you can do when you're starting is just start, you know, and research, ask, be curious, and just be hungry for the knowledge. Even if you think that's not gonna take you anywhere, but it's better to get experience and be happy at the moment.
yeah, no, 100%, man. And I think that's our biggest challenge is making students that are hungry for information.
Yeah,
Because there's lots of people that just want to come and train a little bit. They just want to do a little exercise, but
yeah,
somehow we have to sort of inspire them to want to be something more than just somebody who just comes in once in a while and check the box, right?
yeah, and I contribute, man, and like helping each other. I'm like trying to correct each other, and you be like, hey, like, how can I help you as a student? How can I help an instructor?
Yeah,
Like you said,
yeah,
more people in the class, much better, because more energy, more experience, more jingas, more people where you can play. Is just much better with more people.
yeah. And I think it's like when I was growing up in capoeira, I at least my first teacher like it's mandatory to be in a Honda. Makes sense. It's a mandatory.
Nice.
It's a Honda, right? Like you have
Yeah,
to come to the board, and if you don't come, you let down the process, the Honda, the class. You let it down, and
yeah,
the next class you have to like, oh why you didn't come last night, and you have to like explain yourself. Sorry, I was like whatever. And it's a little bit different in Canada. I'm sure it's different in the US. A lot more
yeah,
politically correct, so it's tough to like push people to work really hard. So we have to find a good balance between, like pushing hard and still being nice and gentle with that information.
yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah. Because my instructor, when I grew up, they were like, "Come on, man, you gotta come to the Hoda," and
yeah,
like yell at you and like, "Okay, okay, well, okay, man." But then on the nice way, he didn't try to like pull you down. He like, "Come on, try to like commit to the stuff."
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if I yell to a kid here, they're gonna sue you. Like, why you screaming to my kid?
exactly, exactly. And
Yeah,
I always looked at it as the person like yelling at you or telling you those things. They're not doing that for nothing. They care for your advancement. They care for you to
yes, yeah,
so just listen, focus, and correct whatever they're telling you. So I hope that like people see that now that it's from our perspective now that we're teachers. Hope they
yeah,
understand that we're not just trying to be like dicks to them, like hey, do this, oh straighten your leg, oh don't put
yeah,
like your fingers
exactly.
like that, put it flat. It's
Yeah,
oh it's just being mean to me. No, I don't want to be mean to you. I just want you to be the best you can be. So just
yeah.
focus, right?
Yeah, yeah, because you see it from outside, so it's different when you doing it that when someone sees you and be like, hey man, you gotta correct this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. And um, so how people can find you, like social media, email, website,
Yeah,
you personally and your class.
yeah. So personally, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. You can put Vlad G or Instructor Sua. You can
Okay.
find me, and then like our group in Calgary, you can find us at Capoeira Experience Brazil Calgary. You can just put on all the social medias and you'll find it. Website
Nice.
is capoeiraabc.com. And I try to on our website. I try if you anybody else is interested to check out the songs area. I
Okay.
try to put some good energy into that. Try to update it. So when we teach songs in class, I try to
Okay.
go and upload it, and I don't just upload it, but I translate it, and I try to get like a good context
Nice.
of what it means,
Nice.
and even like sometimes I put a little explanation in the bottom of what that word specific word means or whatever, like jinjia, for example, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so hopefully people can check that out. That'll be cool.
Nice, nice. Let's spread the word and so you can still get some traffic there too. Nice. That's awesome, man. Well,
and and
then,
and as always, I love like sharing ideas, talking to people, and if anybody needs anything from me, I'm here for the love of capoeira. Any questions or anything I can help anybody,
yeah, of
please,
course.
anybody can contact me.
Yeah, yeah. And hopefully we get a lot of people going to Canada too, to your bachizado.
That'd be
And
great.
let me know when your bachizado
Yeah.
is getting close, or if you have any project, and I will share here, man.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. And well, man, I really appreciate the all the information, all your knowledge, your experience. This was awesome, man. I love doing this.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. The opportunity to talk to you and to share some ideas, and
Yeah.
let's do more of these, like talk in the future, and maybe have a chance to come to Canada or I come visit you in the States. Eh?
Oh yeah, of course, of course. And hopefully we do another episode too,
Cool, brother.
and be like, hey, man, I have this idea. What do you think?
100%, brother.
Yeah,
100%. We'll do.
yeah, yeah. Thank you
Awesome,
so
man.
much,
Thank you
man.
so much, man. Appreciate it, man. Ciao, brother. Okay.